Hi, happy hump day, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Time Out Overtime. The Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please get down there in the corner and smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. Oh boy, if this is any indication, this summer could be the worst ever for my allergies because it's already affecting me. I'll get through this as best I can, so please bear with me. First things first, you saw in the headlines, the Tigers kind of stole the headlines with the announcement that came out about 11 o'clock this morning, I suppose. We'll get to that in just a second. It gets a few things out of the way here first. For now, college sports, kind of a hiatus period for them, if you will. Hockey and basketball are done. We do have the College World Series coming up, but that's not until that's months away yet. No, college sports right now kind of take a back seat to what's going on at the professional level. Uh, Pistons game one of round one of the first playoff series will begin for them Sunday night at 6:30 at the Little Caesars. Don't know who they're going to play yet. Get to that in just a second. I want to get the Red Wings out of the way first here. Their last game of the season is tonight in Sunrise, Florida, against the Panthers. And good riddance. Their season will be over with and done with, and we don't have to talk about them or think about them anymore. I don't waste much time on them other to say it's a very sad situation there, and I don't. As long as Steve Yzerman is there, and I think he will be, I don't see anything changing. It's the longest drought in hockey right now. Second longest playoff drought in professional sports. Only the New York Jets have languished longer than the Red Wings have right now. So that's it. We're done with hockey. I'm not going to say anything more. We get to the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'll talk about it a little bit more yet. But as far as this area, Detroit and hockey, no, we're done. We're finished. So after tonight, the Red Wings will get their golf clubs out. And have a good summer, guys. Don't forget the 4 when you're hitting it. Getting back to basketball. Red Wings. Pistons, 6:30 NBC Sunday night. They're either playing Charlotte or Philly or Orlando. If you haven't heard, in overtime last night, Charlotte did beat Miami. So the Heat have been eliminated. I'm going to talk about the West right now because that doesn't pertain to us. The Heat have been eliminated because Charlotte beat them last night. So Charlotte will play the loser of the game tonight between the Sixers and the Magic. Now, I know this is kind of complicated, so follow me with this, okay? 9 played 10 last night, okay? 9 played 10 last night. The Hornets won. The Heat have been eliminated. They lost. They're out of it. Okay. Sixers, Philadelphia plays Orlando tonight. Follow. I know this is complicated. Philadelphia plays Orlando tonight. Miami has been eliminated. So the winner of this game tonight between Philadelphia and Orlando automatically becomes the number 7 seed. The loser of this game tonight will play Charlotte Friday night. The winner of that game will be the 8th seed, and they will play the Pistons Sunday night at 6:30. Okay? That's about as simple as I can put it. I'm sorry it's so complicated. I think whoever came up with this play-in format, probably the same person that invented Rubik's Cube. It stinks. I don't like it. They're all on Prime. These games are all on Prime, by the way. If you're interested, you want to watch them, they're all on Prime. So that's where we're at with basketball right now. Okay. Brad Holmes spoke a couple of days ago. Said they're not necessarily in a situation where they have to take an offensive tackle or an edge with one of those first two picks. Look, I don't know why Brad Holmes bothers, unless he thinks he has an obligation to do so, has a pre-draft press conference. You can't believe anything he says. Anything he says is a smokescreen. A smokescreen. He's not going to come out. Why? Why, Brad? Why you're not? And I don't blame him. He's not going to come out and tell you what they're going to do, what their plans are. I don't know. I fully expect them to take a tackle or an edge with those first two picks. He says differently. Look, Brad, I don't care. I got a pretty good idea what you're going to do. He comes off sometimes as being arrogant. I think the ones who are arrogant might be the reporters, might be the media, people like Dave Burkett. I think Dave Burkett of the Free Press has a bigger ego than anybody in Allen Park. Oh, but anyway, another thing too about the Lions. Each NFL team is allowed 30 pre-draft visits. 30 pre-draft visits. Obviously, prior to the draft, in which a young man will come into a prospective player that they have an interest in will come into Allen Park, maybe somebody they met with in Indianapolis at the combine, come in for a second interview in Allen Park. We have heard nothing. We have heard nothing. We have seen nothing. We have seen no reports about any player at all coming to Allen Park, prospective draftee coming to Allen Park for a pre-draft visit. So obviously the Lions have done a pretty good job keeping that under wraps. Nothing. So what does it tell you? The reporters aren't doing their job? Apparently the Lions have been sneaking guys in and out of there. Nothing. We don't know. We have no idea who the Lions have had in for a pre-draft visit. It's been classified information this year. So I think if the guy is there that the Lions want, I fully expect him to move up. And I do think with pick number 17 and pick number 50, it will be an offensive lineman and an edge, or vice versa, an edge and an offensive lineman. I'll be shocked if it's not. Okay. Regardless of what Brad Holmes says. Regardless of the draft, now 8 days away, week from round one, a week from tomorrow night on ABC, I believe, at what, 8 o'clock? I think so. If it's any differently, I'll tell you and let you know, okay? Before we get into the Tigers, sponsors, Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. Everybody knows where the Finish Line is. Across the street from Aeroswift Printing, in between the railroad tracks and Carlton Road Hill. Finish Line has been a part of our area, our community, Hillsdale County, for the better part of more than 40 years, 4 decades, serving us. I can't imagine life without the Finish Line. I just can't. You go in there, you see a lot of the same folks because they know they're getting a great deal at a great price when they're in there in a great eating atmosphere. Where do you want to start there? The hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, open until 8 on Friday with all-you-can-eat fish. Award-winning breakfast served all day. Great family atmosphere, fast, friendly service, reasonably priced. A lot of new meals. They're all good. I've had them all. It's just a great sit-down restaurant, the best in our area. They're working on something this summer. Every Thursday night, we'll have a kind of a classic car drive-in. They will be open late I believe until 8 o'clock. This is not official yet. There's still something they're working on. It would be some kind of a classic car drive-in every Thursday night. I think they're still ironing everything out yet. But closer we get to that, the more I find out about it, the more I'll let you know. But when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, I can promise you, you'll always finish first. I can also promise you, when you paid your bill and you walk out that door, feeling completely satisfied, you will have a smile on your face. So I better see you there. Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. Seniors, we're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance. Got a question for seniors out there. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Do you? But don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Now, what about businesses? Don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word. You find him at the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Of course, Quality PC downtown Hillsdale is the only place to go for tech services in our area. I can't say any more other than the fact that this is the only place to go and how fortunate we are to have them in our general vicinity here. 517-610-5372, 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale. All your tech service needs, computers, new or used, flat screen TV, mounting, programming setup. Perhaps you're changing a provider that need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Please, folks, get in there and see them. I speak from experience. We wouldn't be doing this podcast without their assistance. They know what they're doing. So Tim Lilly and his staff more than capable of resolving any tech issues you may have. So please get in there and see them. 517-610-5372, or like I said, 37 Walter Street in downtown Hillsdale. And when you do get in there, you tell them that Rick and Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Tigers last night with a come from behind win, if you will, over the Kansas City Royals, 2-1, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. They're working on a 4-game winning streak right now. What are they now? They're 8-7. They can win tonight. They'll be back to 500. That marked the 5th game in a row last night that a Tiger starter has gone at least 5 2/3 innings and given up only 1 run. That hasn't happened since Hector was a pup. I think you got to go back to 2013 or 2012, the last time that happened. So it's been the pitching, mainly been the pitching. Jim Leland once said it's not always who you're playing, but when you play him. I think he's right there. Royals have been hitting a whole lot lately. They've been having trouble scoring runs. Same thing with their next opponent, the Red Sox, and maybe they're catching these guys at the right time. Big news today, though, was 21-year-old rookie shortstop Kevin McGonigle and the Tigers have reached agreement on an 8-year, $150 million extension. Let's see, this will keep him a free agent until he turns 30. 2035. It's until he turns 30. Now, I don't know how much the lockout next year will affect this. It's supposed to kick in until next year, but we're if there's no baseball next year, I don't know, or half a season or what. I don't know how this will affect the terms of his contract. But this averages out to about $18.75 million a year. I guess the question is, what's he going to do with all his money? Let's be honest, folks. You or I couldn't spend. We couldn't spend $150 million in a lifetime, could you? Really? Living the way you live now? This is insane. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for the young man. Who's next? Dylan Dingler? Our all-star Gold Glove winning catcher? Probably, more than likely. Jack Flaherty tonight for the Tigers versus Seth Lugo for the Royals. I think Cleveland and Minnesota have already lost today, so that helps. All right, that's going to do it. I'll talk to you all again on Wednesday. And so don't forget the Timeout Show this Saturday from 9 to 10 when Andy and I will be doing the show from Frank Beck Chevrolet, where they will be having the Maggie Fry Scholarship Breakfast. We hope to see you all out there Saturday morning from 9 to 10. Okay? So until Friday, thank you so much for watching and listening. Remember to please treat each other with respect. Thanks so much again, as I said, for watching and listening. Tell your friends. Next subscriber will be the winner. So until Friday, I'll simply bid you all a very pleasant good evening. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Good night, everybody. So long. Bye.